Hi, I'm Sophia Godfrey, and I'm going to be informing you about the Exactis data leak. So, you may be wondering, what is Exactis? Well, Exactis is a Florida-based data broker. They are based in Palm Coast, Florida, but they also have offices located in California, Georgia, Arizona, and the Caribbean island of Barbados. The data broker stores and sells records about consumers and businesses. Well, Exactis obtains these records or personal information from cookies on the websites that people visit. How cookies work is basically they're small files that a site or a service provider transfers to your computer hard drive through your web browser. So, when you're on eBay and you're purchasing some stuff, the cookies improve your future shopping experience in, I guess, the form of targeted ads or suggestions. The Exactis database contains a lot of information, like your phone numbers, your home addresses, your email addresses, your behaviors, habits, interests, and even the gender, number, and age of your person's children. It can also contain information about the number of pets that you have or the cars that you drive, and a lot of other oddly specific things. This is taken directly from Exactis' website, basically saying, Exactis is a leading compiler and aggregator of premium business and consumer data. With over 3.5 billion records, updated monthly, our universal data warehouse is one of the largest and most respected in the digital and direct marketing industry. Basically, what that's saying is that the Exactis archives contain data from 218 million individual records and 110 million U.S. households. This quote was also taken off of Exactis' website, and basically it has all of that data to target highly specific audiences with laser-like precision. Very stalkerish and creepy. So anyway, what happened? Well, 340 million personal and business records were exposed and could have potentially been accessed by cybercriminals through a publicly accessible server. So, there was a lot of information, and it was very personal, and it was leaked. It is unknown about what caused the leak to happen, and although the leak was discovered in early June of this year, it is unsure how long this data was available. So, you might be wondering, why is this important? Well, so glad you're curious, because many people's personal data could have been compromised. Although there was no credit cards or social security numbers, identity theft still could have occurred due to knowing a person's habits, pets, family members, and etc., everything under the sun. How was this leak discovered? Well, it was discovered early June 2018 by a man named Vinny Troya, who is the CEO of Nightline Security. He was using something called Shodan to analyze security levels of exposed data from Elasticsearch installs. Shodan, also known as Sentient Hyper Optimized Data Access Network, is a search engine which allows the user to find information on IoT devices, which basically means it allows you to see which devices are connected to the internet. And Elasticsearch is a search engine based on Lucene with an HTTP web interface. While using Shodan, he stumbled upon an Exactis archive that was about 2 terabytes of data and contained an abundance of private information, which he assumed was about 340 million plus people and businesses. And basically, he knew that this was personal data because he looked up some people that he knew and checked to see if the information was accurate or not. And when he discovered, wow, this information is kind of scarily accurate, he shared his discovery with Exactis and also alerted the FBI. Well, because of this, there is a lawsuit against Exactis. Because it was a data leak, there was no real hacker to convict, so there was no one jailed or anything. but they were sued by the law firm Morgan & Morgan. So they were sued on claims of failing to protect the personal information of millions of Americans. And on the official complaint that was filed to the court, it says this case concerns one of the biggest and most damaging data breach cases, exceeding Equifax and other massive data breaches in both scale and information disseminated. So, how could this leak have been prevented? Well, there are only 10 employees working for Exactis, so employee negligence should have been low. Because if you only have 10 employees, it's a lot easier to keep track of what your employees are doing, and a leak shouldn't have been a big concern. But it happened. So, in the future, there should be some user training for these 10 employees at Exactis, because making a big mistake like that and having people's personal information out in the world is no bueno. That is it for my Exactis data breach presentation. See you next time. Or not.